Welcome back to the Patrick Regan Show here on the Libertarian Lighthouse Radio Network and News Talk 98.7 WOKI. I was letting that Gloria Gaynor song run just a little bit because I was sitting here thinking about how it's almost like the government. You know, if you put the government into those lyrics, it fits almost perfectly. You know, I thought you were gone and now you're back. You're messing up my life. That's what government really is. It's a ruined relationship. That's what we have right now. A relationship, well, it's really doomed from the start. You have all your friends telling you, hey, you know, government's screwing you over. You need to drop it. And then you've got the typical answers. You don't understand, but government loves me. Government is just having a bad day. Government isn't so bad once you get to know it. And all your friends are telling you, it never works out with the government. It always screws you over. Then it comes back and apologizes, and you just invite it to move right back in like nothing's happened. and then you've got, but government apologized. It said it's going to do better. Besides, I don't want to live without government. I'm not ready for that. I don't want to be alone. I'd rather have a dysfunctional relationship than none at all. And of course, your friends are like screaming at you, yes, you can. You can make it without government. You don't need it. Get rid of it. Dump it. But for some reason, you can't. You can't bring yourself to let go. But the truth of the matter is, you can. You will survive. Oh, sure, like any breakup, you'll mope around the house for a while, but you'll get over it. Plus, you'll meet someone else. This person's called you, this independent person who can take care of themselves. But to open yourself up to that person, you have to break up with government. And government doesn't want to break up. It's going to tell you, you know, you're worthless, that without it, you're nobody, that no one's going to love you like it will. You see, while we're on this train of thought, government is like that old girlfriend or boyfriend you've been with for a while. It knows what to say to scare you, what makes you mad, what plays on your feelings. It'll pull those strings because it knows you better than you know itself. But don't listen to that crap. No more than you should listen to it from another human being. Sure, you feel like you can't make it without this person, this government in your life, but you can, and you'll be better off for it. Once you break up with government, you'll look back and wonder why you put up with all of its foolishness, why you listen to its lies. The key is, though, once you break up with it, you can't start inviting it back into your life again. Because if you let it back in, it's going to be doubly hard to get rid of it again. But getting on into this quick segment, I mentioned earlier how the people of Egypt were a little mad about our government. I'm probably going to get emails about that last little thing. But anyway, what I want to get to real quick, State Department Press Officer Patrick Ventrell was asked about people of Egypt being mad at our ambassador to Egypt, Ann Patterson, who had made said a couple of things about she didn't think this was a productive thing for the people to be demonstrating against President Morsi. And this is real quick what Patrick Ventrell from the State Department had to say.
You've seen some of these photos of the ambassador, and we really find it abhorrent and reprehensible that people are sort of personalizing this. And, you know, the ambassador has very much stated U.S. policy. She's one of our finest ambassadors, and we really find it reprehensible that people have personalized it.
So they think it's bad that the people of Egypt took offense that the ambassador was working against their interests. I mean, how dare they be mad at the ambassador for that? This is how out of touch these people are, this mindset in Washington. You know, how can you be mad at me? I was only doing my job. This same mentality keeps people in government quiet when they're violating our rights. Unlike Edward Snowden, who spoke up. These people just sit there quietly. Now, real quickly, here's another clip from that same press conference with Patrick Ventrell.
A lack of understanding on the part of some that we really don't take sides. We've been consistent about that very publicly and privately going back some time, so we find that regrettable.
So, is He's just living in outright denial that we don't take sides. Mr. Ventrell, all we do is take sides. We are taking sides this very moment in Syria. Are all you people in government blind or deaf or just really this stupid? Or maybe you think we're all this stupid. That's probably a little closer to the point. I don't know how they can make this statement that we don't take sides with a straight face. What it does is just demonstrates this very psychosis that's infecting Washington. We've seen it over and over throughout these congressional hearings on spying and the IRS. These people just sit there and outright lie to our face without the slightest bit of remorse or concern. They're basically socially psychopathic. I don't think they want to acknowledge the fact that they're working for us, that they're our employees. We're rolling up here on the end of the Patrick Regan Show. If you want more information about us, though, you can go to our Facebook page at facebook.com/Patrick Regan Show. That's facebook.com/Patrick Riggins, RIGGINS show. That's all together. And you don't have to be a member of Facebook. Just type in that address and you'll go right to it. And be sure and hit that like button as well if you are on Facebook. If you're not, just ignore all the little, hey, you need to sign up for Facebook. You can still read the page. Also, we have our YouTube channel at youtube.com/Patrick Regan Show. And all of our archive shows are there, along with this show later on tonight. And you can email us at patrickriggenshow@gmail.com. Thank you for listening, and be sure to join me again next Saturday afternoon at 4, where we'll be fighting for freedom, liberty, and the restoration of the Constitution. Thanks for listening, and have a great week.
Join us again next week for a solid dose of truth on The Patrick Regan Show.